This week in D.C., we are seeing the transfer of power, a lot of it happening in that dome right behind me.
Is that a yes or a no?
I support accountability.
Do you not want to answer my question?
Cabinet nominees getting grilled by senators trying to represent everyone in their district. But that doesn't add up to every American. The people who live in this city, the epicenter of our democracy, don't get the same representation. In fact, they get no formal representation at all. The District of Columbia is not a state. Here's an ad from the D.C. mayor. We've heard it riding in taxis down here.
Washington, D.C. is a place of great history, innovation, and is home to the greatest monuments and museums in the world. It is no wonder we are one of the top 3 strongest local economies in the United States. However, there's one number that's not so great: 0. That's how many votes we have in Congress.
With a population of 680,000, the District of Columbia is larger than Vermont or Wyoming. And while the senators from Vermont and Wyoming give voice to their constituents, the mostly black and Hispanic population who live here and pay taxes within blocks of the power centers of this country have no voice and little power. Taxation without representation. In fact, D.C. residents pay a higher per capita federal tax than anyone else in the country. So instead of dumping tea into the Potomac, D.C. residents have been fighting for decades for statehood. In '63, they finally got 1 vote in the Electoral College, but residents here can't control the city's budget or make local laws without the approval of Congress. Just this past election, 79% of Washingtonians voted for statehood in a ballot question. President Obama supports it, but Republicans oppose it. There's fear this minority-majority city could potentially shift our volatile balance of power. Former Republican candidate for president John Kasich was candid about it on the campaign trail.
What it really gets down to, if you want to be honest, is because they know that's just more votes in the Democratic Party.
Exactly. So while the residents here are hoping they can get a better hand dealt to them, those in power don't appear to have any interest in reshuffling the deck. Welcome to our nation's capital. What do you think? Email us, tweet us. Please share your thoughts.